Oh, see, that looks
Oh,
that looks crisp.
Oh, yes, it does. Thank you.
Yep. Much better.
Teamwork.
Much better.
You see, I normally always leave it in auto.
Mm-hmm.
I've played with it with manual a few times, but not to that. But I didn't know it needed to be twice.
Still see it. It's trying to autofocus.
I get off of it again. I'll see if I can.
Let's see if I can look it up.
I know I did read with the focusing, it does affect it by light and all that as well. Oh, thank you. Yep. This is all Chris. But I do love that they took the Predator light, or did they buy another Predator light?
No, this is the one that used to be on table 18.
Oh, where they did the via SVB match.
Correct.
Okay. That table's still tight, or do they put it to normal like the rest of them?
No, yeah, that table is still a tight pocket table. I think it's
Okay.
4-inch pockets.
Millie got a piece of it. She went for the cut. Hell of a try. She's gonna get a good roll. Looks like Liz can get by that 8 ball. Oh, thank you, Tommy. You're watching on the TV? Sweet. You know, I got a notification. I went through it. Majority of my viewers are watching on TV now.
Nice.
It's now mobile is second. And with all the shorts I put out, I find that interesting because shorts are being watched on TV as well.
Oh.
What's up?
So we can do it on the when this match is over. But you basically need to mess with. That's the button that.
What?
Yeah, this is the button you need to press, and then you do one of these two. So it's like you would hit this, and then
Yeah.
do this until it goes blur, and then go back until it comes back, and then it should stop with the autofocusing.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely do that after the next match.
Because by default it is autofocusing.
Okay, so I've got to turn it off.
Correct. So that's what this would
Okay.
be. This would be to turn it to auto. This would be to manual, and then you toggle where you need it to be.
Okay, sweet.
Like Liz might have gotten the safety behind the 4-ball. Might see a jump shot here from Mille. Nope, we're going to see a gentle swerve. Not gentle enough.
There you go. I honestly don't know what Millie's shooting with right now. I know for a while there, she was changing cues to find something she liked.
Yep.
Russell's wife strictly forbids him from watching it on the TV.
Okay, so with the 6-ball sitting next to the right side pocket, I would think the position here from the 3 to the 4 is more than likely going to be where cue ball would go off the side rail to the middle, like towards the middle, in between the 5 and the
Yeah.
9 to shoot the 5 in the lower right corner. I don't think we would want to bring the short rail into play, but looks like we're going to have to.
Yep.
So we just do short rail and then come up. Like Liz hit that just a wee bit too hard. Now we have a 50-yard line shot here. Pick your pocket. And looks like she's eyeballing the bottom left.
It looks like she's just slightly to the left, right, with the cue ball compared to the 5. Or is it?
She would be on our right, her left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Her right.
This looks like a scratch shot in either corner pocket. Still think the bottom left corner pocket is the favorable one. She overcut it. So not a bad leave, though. Mille could cut this to the bottom left corner pocket. The question would be is does she want to stay underneath the 6 ball or just let the cue ball go up and down?
Nope,
Decides
just
to
wanna
go
play
for a
safe.
safety. You
Oh.
definitely wanted the fly ball to end up on the long rail, not where it
Yeah.
did end up.
You try to go for the 9.
No. As long as the 9 doesn't prohibit the 5 ball from going in. If it does prohibit, which means they're pretty much frozen,
Yeah.
then I would just probably just hit it really hard, the 5 straight at it, because then that's going to possibly cause the 9 ball to bank in the bottom left corner pocket. I don't because I don't think the throw that the 5 would put on the 9 would cause it to go into the top left. See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming back. Okay. Wide open table now.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely want to be careful. We don't want to end up on the wrong side of the 8 ball where the cue ball is going to go towards the bottom right corner pocket. We'd like to be a little bit lower so that way she can cut the 8 into the bottom left corner pocket and have the cue ball float towards the left side of the table. I think just a general roll here will do it. Yeah, because now you can see the cut angle. The cue ball automatically goes to the side rail, and the 9 ball will be going into the same pocket.
Nice.
Mille with an opportunity to draw first blood in this race to 7.
Yeah, she's looking. She's stretching it on the table too. Get her extension. Oh, she's going for a longer extension. She has a short extension on it already. Okay.
Mille takes it
Mille
down.
gets on the board first. You said hit manual.
Hit manual first, if it'll register, and then you're gonna hit either far or near until it goes out of focus, and then you're gonna go do the opposite to bring it back into focus. So that way you know which direction to go. So you're out of focus with whatever you're doing. So go back the other way until it's in focus. A little bit more, right about there.
There.
So hopefully
Okay.
that should have gotten rid of the autofocusing now.
Okay, cool. There.
That's such a clean picture.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing and playing and playing with it.
Is yours 20 times zoom or 30?
That was 12.
12 times zoom?
That's 12 times.
Yeah, because I'm gonna probably still have to keep playing around with the one that I got. I think mine is a 20 times zoom, and I can't get my picture to look that clear.
Is yours got the screen like mine? Or I've noticed every camera has a little bit different screen. It's like some of them have one push, some of them don't.
I'm not sure yet. Because most of my configurations I do with the computer. I'll log into the camera through a browser and then do all the configuring there. 5 ball down, 1 ball going into the corner.
Down.
We didn't really want the 1 ball to fall, but now that there's position on the 2, we're okay. Yep.
Now I just got to remember everything we did to this one.
Oh yeah,
because the other one up exactly to it.
Well, I mean that focus setting is going to change every time you set up, right? So because you're because when you tear this down and set it back up for like your next venue,
it's going to stay the same.
It can't because you're going to be
either the focus part.
The focus part.
Yeah, focus part. Okay.
You have to always manually
light,
set that.
The color and exposure always stay the same.
Correct.
Yeah. But I mean everything we've done, even for that, the color and all that.
That'll stay
exposure,
the same.
That'll stay the same. But I got to get my other camera to match that.
Right. Because I'm sure your next venue setup, you'll be either farther away from the table or closer to the table or whatever. So you'll always have to manually play with the focus setting. But once you have it set up, then just don't touch it, and then you're good to go.
Oh. Yes, this is a 4K camera, but it's not going out 4K. There's no way the bandwidth here would be able to handle the 4K. And honestly, YouTube is not really set up for 4K anyway.
Yep. I think Twitch is.
Yeah, I think Twitch is, but YouTube has still got some. And I mean, what advantage do you have with 4K, honestly?
Yeah.
I mean, at this time.
1080p is still sufficient enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if Millie's contemplating this combination or what.
Maybe it's safe off of it.
Oh, she wanted it. She wanted it.
Got a good leave.
Gets a safety out of it, though.
Yeah. You're on full screen. Yeah. Sweet. And I'll be honest. All the other times I've streamed here, this is the first time since the Predator light's been moved.
Yeah.
And it's always been dark around this table. Always. But my other camera, the Huddle Cam, absorbs backlight really well. These, the other new one I have that's in the box at the house, it doesn't absorb backlight as well. This one does. But I don't have it on.
Okay.
Because of the Predator light, I just turned it all off.
Right.
It's weird. 2 cameras, the exact same camera from the same manufacturer, and it's a little bit different.
Right.
But I'm now a big fan of these ring lights. What's the what brand that you have over your table?
Mine is perimeter billiards lights.
Perimeter Billiard.
Pretty much, from what I'm looking at, the same exact design. Um, more affordable.
More affordable, yeah. Yours was what, 300 and something, or something?
Well, not
Going
not
price.
not to brag because I'm sponsored
Oh,
by
okay.
them, so I was provided one for free. The 9 foot. I don't want to misquote the price again because I did it before. I want to say it's like five and some change,
which is
maybe
still very
for
affordable.
a 9 footer.
Yeah, because these are 1,000 plus,
Yeah.
so half the price, roughly.
Let's see here. Okay, no, I misquoted. So it's $549 for a 7 foot dimmable light,
Dimmable, okay.
and mine's 9 foot dimmable, and it's $659.
So that's still a great price. Because these aren't dimmable, are they?
I believe they are.
They just don't use
They
it.
just don't.
They
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah, I definitely had to have a dimmable version. Well, I wanted a perimeter light because I knew I wanted to try to do an aerial view of the table
Right.
again, like I had originally.
Right.
But I also wanted to make sure that it was dimmable for my ICA training system as
Right.
well.
With that, you definitely need to tone it down. The
Yep.
light. Yeah, because I'm looking at everything's going on. Because Lisa and I eventually will get our extra building
Mm-hmm.
remodeled and get the tables in there. And I'm looking at everything you've done and what other people have done. With shortstop on pool,
Mm-hmm.
what he's done. And it's like that way when I do it, there's no playing with it. It's like, okay, this is what I want. This da da da, and just do it.
Yep.
Because that's what I need. I mean, I'm going to put cameras all over the place.
Yeah, right now I have 2 cameras that are set up, which is the main view, kind of like what we're looking at here on your stream. And then I have my aerial view as well. It'll be a while before I possibly set up more because I'm just more interested in getting the room done. Because adding cameras is
Yeah.
going to be a piece of cake
Right.
once the room is done.
Your sound is your most.
That's the
critical.
most important one that I'm working on right now is the sound. I got to get some stuff put on my walls to help dampen the echo.
Are you going to put any artwork or anything on your wall? I mean, I'm assuming you'll put your play button.
Yeah, my
within
play
the
button.
camera shot.
My play button will be within the camera shot, and I have 3 pairs of Mosconi Cup jerseys for
Okay.
the 3 years that I went in a row. I didn't go last year because I was still recovering
Right.
from my surgery when it was in Florida. Doesn't look like I'm going to go this year because I can't afford it right now with
Yeah.
moving into the new
New
house
house and all
and
that.
everything else. But next year, if they come back to the States, I'll more than likely see about going.
Yeah, Lisa and I, eventually, we're planning on going. It's just when.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting everything. We travel already so much because of streaming.
Yep.
So it's hard to spend time. It's like, okay, we need to just not stream and just take off and go.
Right. Wow. A bit of an overcut there from Mille.
She didn't leave
But
it straight
the
in
leave
shot.
is a little fortunate here. I think Liz has a cut to the top right corner pocket. I guess you can risk the bottom spin shot to go to the side rail and come back out. Play the 9 in the same corner. But I'm also kind of wondering if you just float it to where you hit short or I'm sorry. You see how basically the cue ball came out right the way it
Right,
did,
yes.
even though she undercut the ball. So if you cut it to go in, you kind of flirt with the left corner pocket, but you hit you hit long rail, short rail, and then come back out for the
Okay.
9.
Playing it behind the 9.
That's a good play.
Beautiful.
I actually would have thought that maybe she would have put the cue ball back there as
Back
opposed
behind
to the 8 ball. With shots like this, I mean they're good safeties and all, but Liz has an opportunity to do a kick and stick kick the 8 ball out and hopefully stick the cue ball back behind the 9. Looks like that's what she tried, but we just caught the 8 ball a little thin, and the cue ball leaks out from behind the 9. Might see a little bit of a punch stroke here as the cue ball will head down towards the foot rail and come back up.
Yeah,
Just like that.
Time.
Did she punch it a little too hard?
Yeah,
oh, just right.
All right, so Mille goes up 2-0, race to 7. I want her remote. I want to play with that. But I think she's been doing it in the software.
Possibly.
Because she's using VMix to control it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like Kim Sanders is up 6-2 against Ruth. McKenna's up 4-2 against Darcy. Teresa's up 5-2. And are they playing on the back too? Oh, they just finished?
They're taking a break.
Okay.
Liz here with a fantastic break. She has a shot on the 1 ball. 2 ball looks like it's sitting behind the 8 ball here.
Yep.
So judging by the position here, I wouldn't mind seeing a zigzag move here to get on the short side of the 2 for the bottom left corner pocket. I don't think there's a positional zone where you can shoot in between the 8 and the 9. I could be wrong, though. I can't tell from what we're looking at. But there's the zigzag, but she'll end up on this side here.
All right. Let's see the 1. Yeah, she can see the 1. But she's still got the same problem getting back on the 2. Grady Matthews, I do not.
Is it Grady Matthew or Grady Matthews, as in the professor Grady Matthews? Because if you're referring to the legend, then yes.
Chris is going to go watch a shot, everybody. Okay, I have heard of him. It was Matthews.
Yeah, that's Grady the Professor Matthews. May he rest in peace. I actually used to own some VHS tapes of him with some of his, I'd learned some of his lessons that he had.
So many players ignore the older videos, and they could learn so much from it. Some things have changed, the felt and all that, but
yeah, that's where, with the evolution of the equipment and stuff,
Yeah.
and you would wonder if any of the old videos, hold any merit because they were on older equipment, different
Right.
conditions, and they're all still about the same. It's just
Right.
that you'd have to make minor modifications to
Exactly.
go with the change in the equipment.
But that
That's
all
all.
comes with practice.
Correct.
And one thing I've learned is like everyone's different. You can everyone's body structure, frame size, they're all different. So even if you take one little thing, what works for you may not work for me.
Right.
You have to tweak it anyway. Oh, because I love watching the Willie Moscone, the older video instruction
Mm-hmm.
he did.
Yeah, Grady had some great videos on kicking systems, and I know how to do them. Pops, I'm not sure about if Grady was the
Oh
first
no.
inductee to the One Pocket Hall of Fame. Nice little draw stroke there from Mille.
I didn't expect it to hit that hard. I thought you'd just come off the long rail and just kind of float it out towards the center of the table
Well,
for the 5.
I thought so too, but more of a two-railer, to where it would go from side to side
Side
back
and
to the
then back
middle
to
of
the
the
middle
table.
table.
So the pace she hit, I agreed with, but not so much coming back down here with position that this is unplanned position. I don't think she expected to bump into the 5 ball. But now we're just going to try to two-rail out of this corner.
Nope.
Got a bit of an undercut.
She's going to get a good leave, though.
Here's where you do kind of a half ball hit safety. So you hit the 5 ball, what would be on Liz's left side, center to edge. So that way the 9 ball hopefully becomes the blocker. But it looks like she's going to go to her right side. And 9 ball would still be the blocker.
All right.
This
Jump
leaves a
cue.
jump opportunity for the 5 in the side.
She grabbed her shooting cue. See if he changes her mind. Looks like she is.
So there's definitely no holding the cue ball here.
Yeah.
If Millie decides to try to cut this into the side pocket, cue ball's going to go up to the head rail. Where it goes after that, I'm going to have no clue.
Depends on which. If she hits off to the side on the jump.
Yeah, you would think that if you can control the jump good enough, then the cue ball would head towards the head rail, and that's where the cue ball will stay, is somewhere
Right.
at that end of the table, and she'd have a long shot at the 8 ball. If she really tries to flare the cue ball off of the head rail, then that's where it's going to get unpredictable. See what I mean?
Yep.
Great
Table.
shot.
I'm gonna have to go back and read it. I haven't been marking, which it happens, but I actually catch a lot more
Mm-hmm.
by rewatching.
One roll bank to the side pocket. Nailed it. And with that
Okay.
9 ball, Mille
3-0.
is now up 3-0.
There we go. We do want to thank you all for joining us on the Backwards Birds YouTube channel today. We are at the Infinity Ladies Tour, the longest running consistent women's tour in the country.
Nice.
Now, it has changed title companies or title sponsors over the years, but they no longer have a title sponsor now. They are a nonprofit, and they changed their name to or rebranded to the Infinity Ladies Tour, so they can have multiple sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back table, you see Teresa's Garland's the one that just came to the table. She is the tour director. All right, Millie to break. One on the side. Nope. 5 did.
Generally speaking, with the 9 ball on the spot, you're not trying to make, or I'm sorry, the 1 ball on the spot,
But
you're not trying to make the 1 ball on the break. You're playing position for
you're
it.
trying to get it to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just, I mean, like this is a perfect break right here.
Because I've noticed a lot of the professionals, it's like they're going for the one on the side.
Because they're playing 9 on the spot.
9 on the spot. Okay. Oh, it almost didn't.
So with the 1 on the spot, the wing balls, depending on what side you're breaking from, have a high probability of going into the corner pocket.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're betting on. But when you move the 9 ball to the spot, the wing ball no longer is wired for the corner pocket.
Okay.
So the pros have switched from trying to pocket the wing ball to pocketing the 1 ball. Especially, I'm sorry, they're pocketing the 1 ball also because they have to break from the box. If they were still breaking all the way from the side rail, then they could still attempt to make the wing ball.
Yeah, Millie's keeping this very simple.
Mille wants short side position for the 8 and the side. Maybe that makes that 9 ball become very big. I would thought that you just shoot the 7 ball in and bring the cue ball back to where it's at. You can shoot the 8 ball into the opposite corner pocket. Okay, she thinks the same thing. She was just glancing at it.
She was just looking at it, yeah. Because it's pretty much just a stop shot for this one.
This is for a break and run.
Yep.
Oh, wiped its feet on the way in, too.
But she got it. Break and run. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
I need to get me a travel mouse for this thing. Are you going to take a break?
Oh, looks like we're going to take a break.
Let's see. Oh, well, Tommy's watching the back table, so we'll look. Let's see. Come on.
Can you try it?
Yeah, maybe you can get a better angle over there.
Let's see
The zoom.
here. Not gonna be straight, but
But it's a little bit better.
whoa, there we go.
It's got a slow zoom and a fast zoom.
Yeah. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this. I'm trying. There we go. I'm trying to get the table right in the middle.
Well, then my slight crookedness must be driving you nuts on the
Oh, it
student
does.
table.
It does.
Because I noticed theirs has got a slight crooked too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, each lady is entitled to 1 5-minute break per match.
And I preset 1 takes you back to the
Preset
main
takes
table?
it right to you. Just not preset. Just hit 1.
Oh, just hit 1. Okay.
Yeah, when you're setting it, it's preset.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the other camera I got, the Huddle Cam, it was one set, and it was 1. I had to hit another button. I can't remember what it is, but it was that and another one. This one, you just hit the number.
Gotcha.
You still using the same balls for your 9-foot? Or did you get new balls?
Well, I still have all the sets that I had. When I got rid of my 8-foot table.
Yeah.
Okay, easy, folks. We're about to switch back to the main table. Go. So when I got rid of my 8-foot table from the person that bought them, I went ahead and gave them a set of Aramith Premium.
Okay.
So I had a set of those. But right now I'm still shooting with my Aramith Blacks.
Aramith Blacks. Okay.
But I've got Dynasphere Bronze. I've got Predator Arcos 2.
Predator Arcos 2. Okay.
I've also got Cyclops Zeus.
Okay.
I think that's it as far as 8-ball, 9-ball sets, because I do have a set of snooker balls, but they're regular pool size balls.
Oh,
they're not actual like 12-foot table snooker
they're
balls.
not the smaller balls. They're designed for the pocket.
Yeah, they're designed. They're 2 1/4 size snooker balls, because that was going to be something I was going to eventually try, as well as to play snooker on my 9-foot table. I thought about eventually doing it for my 8-foot table, but then I'm like, whatever.
Now for the 9-foot table, I think it'd be cool. I'm always fascinated by snooker.
Yeah, it's a really cool game to watch.
Yeah, I actually played it in college. We actually had a 12-foot snooker table.
Oh wow!
In the student union.
Nice.
I learned to stick the pool. Balls are just too small.
Yeah, I had a chance to actually play on a 12-foot snooker table when I was in London, and it's a completely different game. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Heather Parsons, welcome to the stream.
Oh, hey, Heather. Hey, when do you take off? Is it tomorrow or you fly out today? Lisa's down 3. You fly out 5 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, cool. Well, see, you could have came up and played this one. She's good for her and her husband are good friends of ours.
Oh, nice.
She's one of the league operators for Carmel. For
Oh,
Ultimate
gotcha.
Pool. And they're foodies like us. and she never doing it before. When we had the two streams at one time a couple weekends ago,
Mm-hmm.
she helped Lisa. She was running the other stream and never ran a stream before.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Did I see it try to focus again? Oh, and I bet it's because your preset is set to
Oh,
auto.
it
You know what I
may be.
mean?
Yeah, that maybe the whole thing is set that way.
I think I just switched it back to manual, so hopefully it doesn't do it again.
Okay, you'll be back Saturday.
Did press and then press?
Yeah, press. Yeah, I always do it a couple of times just to hopefully get it to set.
Okay, so now the preset should be set to manual focus. I did learn that the hard way, to where when I was playing with my PTZ camera, not realizing that the preset, if it's set to auto when you preset it, and you change it to manual after the fact, and just start playing around and doing whatever,
Yeah.
if you go back to the preset, you saved the preset with autofocus, so the
autofocus.
autofocus will come back.
I didn't even think about that.
Like we're doing great on the view count here. So you got 51 viewers. What's the best that you've ever had?
300 something, but that was also Efren Reyes.
Oh well. when it's not Efren Reyes, what's your best?
One. I want to say 130, 140.
That's really good.
Yeah. It was one of those nights where we were the only live stream of pool on YouTube.
Gotcha.
And everybody just tuned in, and it was a good final. Oh. You can see the one.
Yeah, but the corner ball did not go.
Break.
Yeah. So you can see the ball next to the bottom left corner pocket. That's the ball that she's betting on go in. And she did hit that one a little hard, because you can see the position on the one is not as good as her break and run. So when you attempt to dial a break like that in, the question is, well, do you hit a little bit softer so the one ball doesn't roll that far down, or do you try to hit a little bit harder so that way you can get it to bounce off of the head rail and set up for the top left corner pocket?
Oh.
Just a bit of an overcut there on the two ball.
I hate it when I do that. Oh, get the rail first.
Pockets aren't that big.
No, no. And I noticed that, the diamonds, like the old valleys, even if they were 4.5, you could still hit a diamond off on the rail, and they'll still most likely win.
Well,
diamonds don't quite do that.
Well, it all depends on the approach angle, because even my home table now, I've got a lot to where when I undercut a ball and I catch the rail before the pocket, it'll bobble into the pocket.
Right.
But if I catch the rail further away from the pocket, depending upon the angle, it'll bounce its way. It'll still bounce its way back in.
Oh, okay.
It's just when I'm if I hit the rail closer to the pocket, like there's almost no chance. Okay. It'll bobble out.
Yeah, because I've gotten to play on it's 8-foot diamonds at Calabria.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come down and play sketch doubles, it'll be the 8-foot diamonds.
Okay.
Green felt. That's what we've been playing league on.
Gotcha.
So it's like I've gotten to play a lot more on the 8-foot diamonds. Diamonds always played one before were either 7s or 9s.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed the 8s are a little bit different. At least for me.
Can't tell here if Mille got the full hook, because otherwise we're looking at a 2-3 combination.
I think she can see the 2. I think she can see enough to cut it.
She
Oh,
can see
just
enough
missed
to
it.
overcut it.
Yep.
Maybe the combo wasn't there, and the 9 ball was blocking just enough.
Just enough. Yep. Safe. Did she get it behind it?
What a shot.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, and I should also say, she's going to be my new captain on Monday nights. Heather is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we're jumping to UPL on Monday nights out of Braun. They're kind enough to let me on the team. They wanted Lisa, but unfortunately we're a package deal. Looking one rail.
The one railer is tough,
Yeah,
and
she keeps
the
moving
four,
further and
the
further
four,
away.
the 4 and the 6 are blocking the 2 railer. There's the 1 railer. Try to kill it with some inside spin. She really killed the angle there.
Yep. No, with work the way it is. Were you there the other day when we? No, you weren't there. We'll give you the full lowdown. Will knows. Everyone knows. Work-wise, I can't do Tuesdays anymore.
See the context that you're talking. This is why I
Yeah.
was saying highlighting the chat
Highlighting the chat
would
over.
be
Okay.
useful, because if you
Okay.
decide to clip something out,
They're not going to understand what
they're
it
not
came
going to know
from.
what context you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's where highlighting the chat for whoever you're answering would be helpful.
Okay. I'll have to look into that. Oh. You overdo it? Oh no. Four's over here, the eight's over there. Yeah, we do. We have a bye this week, Heather.
This is a tough move angle to get on the 6 ball here.
Waiting for Teresa to shoot. Oh, nice shot, Teresa. Okay. Now Millie's. Hitting right. Oh, pump the 9.
Yeah, like I said, it was going to be tough to get on that 6. Okay, nice containing safety here. I'd be curious if Liz would just want to bank the 6 up through the middle of the table and see if she
Yeah.
can get the cue ball behind the 9 ball.
She went the other way. Oh,
Looks like she might have gotten the safety, though.
yeah.
I'm willing to bet she just wanted to catch that 6 ball a whole lot thinner. That way it barely moves. Really wasting no time looking at she was maybe trying to go for a kick and stick. Whoa, flirting with that
was
corner
close.
pocket. But
She
answers
got
back with
it.
another safety.
I don't know. Does Liz jump?
She does.
She does jump.
But it looks like she likes kicking better in this situation. Oh, oh my
Oh.
goodness.
All right. Really got to cut it in the side. Take the cue ball to the long rail and just set up for the 7. Or would you go for the bank here?
No, I think definitely cutting it to the side is fine. Millie doesn't think so, though.
Yep. It just didn't hold it for the 7.
Yeah. What a shot.
Nice shot.
So this is another zigzag scenario here, but I've seen where players have a tendency to just try to one rail it to get position on the 9. So she tried the zigzag, but you would definitely want the second rail to be past the side pocket.
Past the side pocket.
Oh, a little bit of an overcut. 9 ball's going to set up at the opposite corner pocket.
All right. Sorry about that.
Liz with a chance to get on the board with this long 9 ball.
Montel yet? Welcome to the channel. If I mispronounced your name, I do apologize. Or your handle. All right.
There we go, and Liz is on the board.
All right. Well, we got 4 matches still on right now. No, 5. Or is Bing just practicing over there?
I do believe that is a match because she asked me to go watch a hit.
Oh, wait a minute. We got 6. I forgot they're still playing.
Yeah, so here we want to see if that if that 5 ball is going to go into the pocket, and it barely just misses, and then you can see how the 1 ball sets up for that corner pocket, but too much power,
Yep.
and then an unfortunate bump, and then the 1 ball ends up on the head rail.
Right. But 7 ball did fall. Oh, well, she can see half the one ball.
Yeah, this is definitely going to look like a safety here.
Oh, she's
Oh,
trying to
Millie
get it.
tried to tuck that cue ball behind the 3.
Yep. Mont works. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. She went for the side.
Yep, just a bit of an undercut there, though. And with this angle here, I would expect Millie's cue ball to go in between the 5 and the 6 to catch the long rail and then spin around possibly a total of 3 rails to get position on the 2. Yeah, I just saw her draw it out. And, oh, but an unfortunate bump on the 6.
Oh, but hey, she.
That might have worked, though.
Yep. Just enough power. Nice. Smooth.
Yeah, so she's looking at the 4 ball to go to the bottom right. I'd be curious to know if she wants an angle to where her cue ball will go to the long rail as opposed to the cue ball going towards the 9.
Looks like she's getting a lot of draw on this.
Nice 2 rail out of the corner. Well, I was going
Oh,
to say
she
almost
got
an
it.
unfortunate
Almost.
bump, but we do have an angle now where the cue ball would go towards the 9 either, but she'll more likely try to draw out of this. Kind of like that, but an unfortunate miss on the 4 ball.
But a good leave. I mean,
All things
didn't.
considered.
Oh, yeah. Get it in there. Oh, hell of a try. No, don't scratch. No scratch. No scratch.
Now, the 9 and the 6 do not look like they're in the way. I would expect Millie to kick just above the right side pocket, maybe. Put some right spin on the cue ball to come down there for the 4 ball. Kinda like this. What
Follow
a
it.
shot.
Oh, did she get the point? Shook her head.
She point hooked.
I think she might be.
She's looking at kicking this 2 rails. Oh, what a
just missed
try.
it. Just
What a
missed it.
try. Okay, so with ball in hand here,
4 balls left, and everything's wide open. Lisa's up 5.
okay, Liz decides to take a back cut angle. She's going to be pushing the cue ball towards the foot rail. Just like this. Don't want to get straight in, though, because then we can't do nothing but draw the cue ball. It would have been nice if she was parallel with the 6 ball, because then she can just cut it in and have the cue ball go to the long rail. Looks like she still has maybe a little bit of an angle to do that with. No, she didn't, since she drew out.
Ouch.
Draws back just a little too far, putting her on the 50-yard line for this 8 ball. I think that's the 8. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Oh, she's going to go to the top right pocket. I would have gone to the top left, maybe.
She hit a lot of right on that, too. She almost got it in the side.
Almost. This is still a good leave, though. Mille, I don't think, has a choice but to just soft roll the 8 ball into the corner pocket and accept a long shot on the 9 ball.
Ooh.
Too straight. Too straight.
Ouch. Hey, Mont, you might be a little bit behind.
Go. 2 rails there. Liz has a shot to get another game on the board.
Yep, this is definitely the women's tournament. The music is definitely women's tournament.
Oh, just a slight undercut.
Gonna plant it right on top of it. Oh, look at this.
I think this cuts to the bottom left corner pocket.
Low on it. Oh, hell of a try. Like you said earlier, this is 9 foot, so there's a lot of distance there.
Yeah, long distance shots are definitely at least considered safeties on a 9-foot table because they're not easy.
And look at this. They on red carpet. I'm watching the TV real quick up there.
Oh, I think that's the.
Is that the European one? Or?
No, I thought I saw earlier that it was the Hanoi Open. So I think they're in Vietnam.
Oh, okay. This. All right. So Millie got that one. So that puts.
Well,
her...
never mind. I see the banner says European Open.
Okay.
Maybe they were showing a flashback when I was looking at it.
Okay, so Millie is on the hill. Cut. I haven't played on gray felt yet, so I don't know if it actually makes a difference. Was it they're supposed to take it easier on the eyes?
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I thought why they went to blue.
But there is no ball that is gray, so there's never
Yeah,
any
there's
confusion.
no confusion. Yep. Not a problem. Depending on your internet connection, it can lag a little bit. Ooh, cue ball flew. Look at that 9.
Look at the 9. Look at the
Could have
9.
been
Look at
9
the
8.
9.
Oh. Went for the combo?
I don't think so. I think she just overcut the ball.
Okay, because I didn't think that would be a shot. Little massé around a little bit.
I don't think so. I think
You think
this. I
she can
think
hit
this
it?
time a combo hit would be appropriate.
If she can get around the 8, right? All the way.
I think so. The question is if it's a combo, where does the one ball go? Because it's going to be kind of a back cut. So the
Yeah.
one ball's not staying in that corner.
Oh.
That was a good shot.
2 is slightly on our side, the bottom of the table.
You hit it hard enough? I don't think
Mm.
so.
She may be able to cut it, but she's going to travel away from the 3 ball.
I think she's going to back bank it to the cross side. Oh, never mind. She was maybe going for the cut.
Huh. Does she get to practice much? Just play league and that's it?
Yep.
Nice
What a shot from Liz. Might just be a little flat on this 3 ball, though. That makes it tough to move to the 5.
Oh, got it
Okay,
back
put
to
a
the
good
side
stroke on
pocket.
that one. Got the 7 in the side pocket. Where is she going to plan to play the 8? Okay, we're going to accept the long shot on the 8-ball for the bottom
Yep.
left. Draw the cue ball over to the right side rail for the position on the 9 in the top right corner. Oh, with a bit of a rattle there, though.
Are you telling that game she slowed down a little bit on her shot making,
Mm-hmm.
focusing more on it?
And this 9-ball for the win.
Yep. All right, so Mille takes it.